IIM, and I'm Dr. Harun Rashid as the session chair. So his topic is productivity and technological innovation for global competitiveness. And I'd like to just go through a short biography of our keynote speaker. So Dr. Mohammad Maunur Rashid is a Senior Management Counselor and Head Production Management Division, Bangladesh Institute of Management, BIM, Dhaka. And he passed from RUET, Rajshahi University of Technology, in Mechanical Engineering. Then he went through MSc Engineering from BUET, and he did his PhD from Japan. And then he joined here in the BIM, and now he's the Senior Management Counselor and Head Production Management Division. He also did some courses, short courses like TQM, Human Resource Management, Productivity and Competitiveness, Project Management, and recently he also went through a master's in industrial law, almost finished. He has also LLB degree, LLM degrees. He has a lot of experience in industrial sector because he worked in an industry after his graduation, fertilizer factory, and then he moved here. And he has organized around 50 short courses and many other involvement organizational way. He has around 56 publications, among which 28 are journals, Internet Conference 28, and he has a book published on industrial health, safety and welfare, and another one on product development. So now I'd like to hand over to Dr. Maunur Rashid for his keynote speaker. The time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. Already you know my topic is productivity and technological innovation. Innovation for global competitiveness. This is my agenda today, introduction, GDP growth. This is the agenda. I covered this in paper. This is our first, what is the productivity? Productivity is simply output by input. This is the unitless, but input is also covered the resource, people, plant, parts, process, planning and control. Also now included the internet, signageware, virtual one, also the environment, also the part of the input. But main motive of the productivity, the value creation, output, this is the input and this is the value creation. The productivity can be reflected to overall efficiency or value adding capacity of any enterprise, organization, or nation for economic growth. Higher productivity means more waste directly to the piece worker and more production bonus to all workers. It means satisfied staff and harmonious staff relation. This is the statistics report of the South Asia GDP growth in 2016 to 2022 forecasting also, and compare with Afghanistan, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal. This is the latest source, ADB. Our objective, this is the first objective, is to study productivity vision 2031, sustainable development goal 2030, and product life cycle for global competitiveness. Second objective is to examine the status of the productivity and occupational health safety level at two organizations in Bangladesh using maturity model for global competitiveness. This is the research framework. How do I conduct this research? This is the literature review, expert opinion, identification of critical factors, and data collection. And ultimately, we investigation the productivity vision 2030 SDG goal. Not all goal, only we investigate 8, 9, and gold 12 for industrial purpose, and investigation product life cycle also for the global competitiveness. And then the result and discussion, policy recommendation, and conclusion. This is another methodology of the research, how to the linkage at a glance. This is the occupational productivity maturity model to assess productivity, research design, and model implementation. Proposed model to assess productivity. This is the health safety maturity model. This is the renowned model, Hudson. This is the initial stage, the pathological, then reactive, then calculative, then proactive, then generative. This is the increasingly informed and increasingly trust and accountability. This is the renowned model. This is the critical factor we consider the variable in this study: leadership, commitment, and communication for business policy, relation with contractor, relation with buyer, objective target and performance measurement, training, workforce involvement, occupational health safety, accident investigation. This is not limited. We can extend, no problem. But we are considered this is our. Another model we consider the productivity maturity model. This is the almost same safety model, but we consider the another. The first initial stage is the reactive, then formal, then deployed, then autonomous, then way of life. This is the productivity maturity model. This is also considered the dimension by factor: leadership commitment, employee involvement, training, continuous improvement, value stream mapping, control through visibility, accounting support to lead, 5S housekeeping, preventive maintenance, structure flow of pool maintenance, supply relationship. This is the how to analysis. This is the 19 dimension. If the pathological, if any organization show 3 or any organization show 5, calculative the more proactive. So we can decide this is the calculative, this organization.
Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Mamunush. If it's possible, just could you please put it into slideshow mode? Then it will be looks bigger. Slideshow.
No slideshow?
It's there, but there is we can see the menu on the left. So F5 or slideshow, there is a bottom, there is a thing, like cup-like things you can.
Sir, full screen kore den.
Oh, full screen. Okay. Okay. Now, okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank
you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This is the idea. And this is our case one. This is the one organization. This is the, we consider the 1, 2, 3. This is the score. This is the item, the machine risks, physical protection and behavior. Another the chemical risks. We also go the vapor and dust, noise. We also the score, description of the selection criteria. We also select the criteria. And a score of observation form as like a machine risks, physical protection and behavior, as like a 3, 4, 3, 4. This is X, Y, Z, A, B, C. This is not, it is the person. This is the person, X, Y, Z, Rashid, Harun, the Korim. This is the, they are provide the score. All of the expert, their visit. Anybody put the value 3, another is the 4. Then who this is the not average, who is the maximum? The 3 is the considered 4, so it is the score is the 4. Chemical is same. The 2 is the 2%, but 1, 3. So we consider the 2 because of the 1 is the 2. But we consider not 3, we consider 2. What is the meaning of 1? 1 meaning the condition 4, risks not controlled, low productivity, not existing. This is the similarly 3, the condition acceptable, risk controlled productivity. 5 means the condition good, risk avoided at high level productivity. NA means the not applicable. We consider this is the item, the critical factor observation form. Another observation point, heat, ventilation, floor making, transport, smooth floor without holes here. This is our consider also the scope. This is the system. Another standard of machinery equipment is flow, Kanban, SOP, standard operating procedure, daily, weekly. This is also the investigation in organization. Then score. This is the productivity. Another is the productivity maturity model. This is also the score. Also consider the leadership commitment, employment involvement, training, continuous improvement. This we also consider. This is the data analysis, scoring, and status. So, example, organization for element dimension. So the reactive is the 5, formal is 3, deployed 3. So this organization show the reactive. So reactive in Bangladesh, we also compare if no data in Japan, but I think Japan is way of life status in Japan. This is the consider the comparison with the Japan. Similarly, health safety maturity model, similarly we score, and this score we also consider, and this show the calculative mode, and we show the calculative. What is show the calculative? We have the system in the place to manage all hazard, calculative in Bangladesh, but we also compare it the Japan, but generative high reliability organization. Please meet how do we do business? এই আকরাম সাহেব মিট করে দেন আকরাম সাহেব একটু মিট করে দেন এই আকরাম সাহেব মিট করে দেন যারা নাকি আমি সবাইকে মিট করে দেব
মিট করা হয়েছে বোধহয়
আচ্ছা this is the another this is the full this is the productivity maturity score. This is also the same category. This we observe in the factory and also show the reactive 12 dimension and reactive status in Bangladesh. And we also thinking the Japan is the way of life. This is the reactive means the reactive approach, little no involvement, ad hoc learning. Had the autonomous habit, full empowerment, external learning. Occupational health safety maturity model. We also consider the machine risks, chemical risks, vapor, dust, noise. And what is the meaning 1, 2, 3? We are also 1 pathological, 2 reactive, 3 calculative, 4 proactive, 5 generative. This is the another. This is the occupational maturity model. This is we also the consider the calculative strategy in Bangladesh. We also consider the generative. We also figure this means that what is the calculative? Calculative means we have a system in place to manage all hazard. But generative is the way of life, the health safety environment is how we do the business around here. This is the both we consider the transport and wheel and plate. This is the both model, simple and low cost to introduce the car and plate, systematic use of share, and both model. We also consider occupational health safety model only. This is considered the both model, both. This is the considered the both model. And similarly, we observe another organization. This is the show the calculative status. And this is the productivity maturity model, formal. And formal meaning the formal structure, only a specialist. This is the consider. We can compare another investigation of productivity vision 2031 from productivity master plan. This is the how to achieve productivity vision 2030, sustainable goal 2030, product life cycle based approach for sustainability of product life cycle. Meeting overcoming the challenge COVID-19 pandemic, including post-COVID, economic restructuring and sustaining the LDC graduation of Bangladesh is thus a critical question to answer. For this purpose, we compared, this is the status of the GDP, 95 to 2017, or what is the 2031. This is the our status. This is the comparison. Productivity vision is second government this year already. This is the main vision: agriculture growth 5.4%, industry 6.2%, service 6.2%. Only 3 area government is considered 2021 to 31. Productivity, average productivity 5.6 growth. This is the productivity driver, is the enterprises, economic sector, economic structure, enabler. Current state, high number of low productivity SMEs and large enterprise. This is the current state, but goal broad base of productive enterprise led by the vanguard of innovative and agile enterprise. This is goal. Economic sector, low productivity sector producing low value added goods and service. This is leading a sector producing high value added goods and service. Economic structure, similarly simple economic structure with narrow economic base, complex economic structure characterized by deep capabilities and production of sophisticated product. Enabler, core business enabler, constrained business operation and growth, robust business enabler propelling development and growth of enterprise and sector. Weak macro enabler, attractiveness of country for businesses, advanced macro enabler, underpinning the sustained productivity growth of the economy. This is the goal. This is our real status now. And this is our vision. But we are considered the productivity vision, the broad-based productivity enterprise led by a vanguard of the innovative and agile enterprises. Strategic thrust raised the SME to a higher plane to break out of low productivity, low growth visual cycle. Another strategy is scale up the core of the innovative and agile large enterprises to drive the economy's productivity. But the 7th 5-year plan, 2016.
Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Maun. We are short of time, so maybe you can finish 1 or 2 minutes, please.
Okay. Strategy for the agriculture and water resource, a strategy manufacturing sector development with export-led growth, a strategy for boosting the service sector. This is our plan. We are considered another goal, leading a sector producing high value-added goods and service, even sustainable goal to industry innovation and infrastructure, responsible consumption and production. This is the 8, 9, and the 12 climate action, life below water, life on land. This is we consider only industry 3 goals, 8, 9, and 12. This is the productivity vision 20. This is the another plan government. This is the goal complex economics. This is the March with the UN strategic SDG. But this is another goal. This is another goal, but UN decent work, economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, ensure sustainable consumption and production. Industry is SDG and focusing goal 8, goal 9, and goal 12 for global competitiveness. This is the all goal, no poverty, 0 hunger. This is, but we are consider only the 8, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, are responsible consumption and production. We are consider investigate only the 3 goals. This is the tracking. We are considered as this is goal 8, promote the sustainable, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. This is also including the ILO, also SDG, national programming with indicator, all are included here. Another goal is the SDG 9, build a resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. This also cover the investment in infrastructure innovation with over half the world population now living in cities, mass transport, renewable energy. We also consider here. And another, we consider the goal 12. Ensure sustainable consumption and production pattern. This is our ensure sustainable consumption and production pattern. This is also we consider here. Investing product life cycle for global product life cycle. Also, we when we consider the any product life cycle, for this is the basic idea of the when we consider the customer idea virtual selected. When we use this, also considered for the global competitiveness. We also the 80% cost is considered in the planning phase. So planning is the very important. So product life cycle, when we know the freedom of making choice initially high, but when we go to the time, freedom of making choice is lower. The knowledge of the problem is initially low, but knowledge of the problem after time is know everything. This is the basic. But initial cost, 80% cost is considered here. This is the product life cycle tools and techniques, scientific product development, virtual customer, organizational, peripheral aspect, all are the considered for the discussion. Bangladesh National Productivity Master Plan 2031 has been developed for obtaining productivity vision 31 SDG 2030, sustaining the LDC graduation of Bangladesh. This productivity master plan is intended to serve as a comprehensive plan to execute the high productivity growth strategy. With a 10-year time frame, it will guide to the implementation of program to raise the Bangladesh productivity performance and substantiality. This is our discussion. There are 5 qualitative goals considering for obtaining the productivity 2030 vision. These goals are characterized that can be expected. Bangladesh economy are addressed effectively by the high productivity growth strategy. A strong productivity ecosystem comprising the key institution and engagement partner must be in place to drive the productivity movement successfully, obtaining the productivity vision 2030 and sustaining the LDC graduation of Bangladesh. Now, the strategy of productivity master plan can be applied for meeting the overcoming the challenge of post-COVID-19 pandemic economic restructuring situation. Conclusion only. The review and investigation 5 goal of productivity master plan and 11 task activities, sub-activities, product life cycle approach to obtain productivity vision 2030, SDG 2030, especially goal 8, 9, goal 12, and product life cycle based approach for global competitiveness and sustaining the LDC graduation of Bangladesh and meeting and overcoming the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic, including post-COVID-19 economic restructuring. Maturity model has been considered to data collection and know the real situation of productivity level. Maturity model can be applied also many organizations, both Japan and Bangladesh, to know the real level for the comparing their status according to the set. This is the 2 status, real status of level, all private and public organizations, including ministry. Bangladesh can be determined according to occupational health, safety, and productivity maturity model. Way of life, autonomous, habit, full empowerment, external learning, best practice, standardization, global supply, and value chain are considered to obtain the highest productivity maturity level. This is also the all proactive action over here can be considered to the achieve highest.
Okay, so Dr. Mohan, please.
COVID-19, LDC. Okay, this is okay. Thank you. This is
okay. So thanks for your informative presentation. And is there any? Just I'll take one short question, quick question.